Today I was reminded why I can't stay stuck. And I feel stuck, and I am having kind of a difficult few days, and so I had to go out to my garden and find all the reasons not to stay stuck. One of them is I think I have a eggplant coming, which I've never grown eggplant before. I rescued this plant 2 or 3 days ago from Home Depot for $148. My columbine. Can't be sad when you have a flower like this that reminds you of your grandmother and it keeps on flowering. My rose, I'm not really sure what's happening here. Kind of irritated about it. It's had spider mites on it. My pepper plant has white flies, so that's frustrating. That kind of makes it hard to be happy and get inspired when you go out to your garden because there's so much kind of disease. But at the same time, my strawberries just keep on going. I've had a small bowl of strawberries, well, probably 5 or 6 times since I got this plant. It's not flowering as much as it was, but it's still flowering and I'm still getting strawberries, so something to be happy about. My Super Sweet 100 does have tomatoes on it despite all the rain and lack of sun. Yes, it is kind of yellow looking, but that's because we've had about 5 weeks of nothing but rain and clouds. And tomatoes don't like that kind of weather. They like warm, hot, sunny days. This tomato is doing great. I'll have to put in the show notes which one this is. But these are supposed to be slicer tomatoes, medium size. The oregano has been fabulous this year, but it is bolting. I have harvested it several times. The rosemary is beautiful. So I often come out to the garden because, life for everyone gets frustrating. I get paralyzed with anxiety, not sure which direction to go and what to do and how to do something better. And there's a lot of different things in my life and other people's lives where you're not really sure. How do I move forward? How do I get unstuck? What's going good in my life? What's going positive? And I can always find something positive, but it does help to go out and find, whether you're talking to people or whether you go to an event, whether you're like me and just step out into a garden. There are things to be positive about. There are things that, despite the adversity of the weather, the temperatures, the lack of sun, the garden continues. Yes, it gets disease. Yes, some things don't perform as well as they could if it was better weather. But despite all of that, it keeps going. And that has to be my mindset. I have to keep going. I have to move forward. If you're struggling right now, whether it be finances or you're a content creator and you're not getting the views or you're getting some negative feedback or you're having family issues or financial issues in that, I kind of look at things and I think there's 2 outcomes. We just recently, 16,000 miles ago, had our brakes replaced after having brakes for over 100,000 miles. We've had our brakes replaced repeatedly, mostly because they're being installed incorrectly or they're banging on the tires when they do the tire rotate. And that's what happened this time is what we feel. And now we've got a loose part in our drum brake. Well, there's only 2 outcomes for that. We either go get it fixed or we don't get it fixed. When we get it fixed, it either fixes it or it doesn't fix it. It's the same as the outcome for looking for a job, which has been kind of frustrating as of late. Sorry about the background noise. I'm either going to get a job or I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can to get the job, and hopefully it's not in a sector that could have some job cuts or finance cuts or something like that. But there's only 2 outcomes. I'm either going to get the job or I'm not going to get a job. And when you do your best, your very best at something, you're either going to get a good outcome that you accept or you're going to get a bad outcome. But even with a bad outcome, you eventually have to accept it and you have to move forward. Otherwise, you stay stuck for a lot longer than probably is a good thing. When I stay stuck in that, I sit and I look for inspiration, whether it be words or a TV show or movie or talking with somebody or reading. coming out to the garden, taking a walk, listening to the birds, and eventually repeating that over and over, I get unstuck. My mind focuses on something other than why I'm stuck. Here's a hydrangea. Normally, after the flower, that's it. The plant seems to wither, and that's it. But here it is, new growth. I'm hoping to overwinter that, be successful actually overwintering. It's showing me there's hope. I'm not, it's not dying right now. Could die next week, but for right now, I need to be satisfied with that. I need to be happy about that. So, yeah, if you're feeling stuck today, take a walk, listen to the birds, talk with somebody, talk it out, write it out. If you've got a garden, go spend some time in that. Take a walk in nature. You can't walk that much, just stand outside. If it's too hot where you are, well, I envy you. Not about the too hot, but if you have sun and you have heat, I envy you. Enjoy it, because we haven't had but maybe 2 days of sun in 5 weeks. So we're taking what we're getting, because again, there's two outcomes. We're either going to get wet, rainy weather, too much of it, or we're going to get drought and sun. So, I mean, that's about it for us here. So have a good Sunday. This is what I came up with for a video today, hoping that it inspires people, helps people, addresses the issue that people do get stuck. Even people that you'd never imagine get stuck or have a bad day or a hard day or a difficult day. Everybody does. There's different ways that you can get unstuck, and I'm working on that right now. I should have a video out with some a grocery haul and some cooking midweek. Until then, I hope you're all well. Stay safe, be well, and I'll talk with you again.